Hello everybody, it's April, and time for my March collection update. This is going to be in 3 parts again, separated by all the different things that I got. And now you're probably wondering why I'm doing a collection update so soon already. Well, I got an ungodly amount of stuff this month. So it was either do one for this month, or have the longest videos of all time next month or something, I don't know. So, this first video is going to be DVDs and Blu-rays this time, because I actually didn't get a lot of those. There's only 5 different things here. And then the second part will be CDs. That one's going to be long, so that one nobody will probably watch. And then the video games one is also rather large, and that has just a nice, I guess you could say, mess of games, or nice, just different consoles. There's a lot of different things in that one. So that'll be pretty fun. So this first part, we have Crystal joining us.
Yeah, hey.
The second part, she'll be not in, as usual, for CDs, and then she'll be back for video games. But like I said, this first part is DVDs and Blu-rays. We have 4 Blu-rays. I guess 4 Blu-rays. One of them is kind of a set of a couple, and then 1 box set DVD thing. So we'll start with that. It's actually finally finishing up this. Not really the whole series, but at least everything that's available that I care for, that I've seen. That being Digimon. This is the 5th season, all of Digimon Data Squad, or Digimon Savers, as it is known in Japan. Which I find a little odd that like the first 3 seasons that were released of this by this Flat Iron and all that other stuff, all of them go by their original Japanese name, but then season 4 is just called Digimon, not Frontier, and then this is called Data Squad, which was the English name for it. I find that a little odd, but I actually really enjoyed this when it came out. It did come out while I was in high school. It definitely felt a little bit more geared towards like kids my age at that point, not like little kids like I guess you could say the other Digimon series are, but having rewatched them a couple times, I don't all completely feel that way anymore. This is also a different animation style than the first 4 seasons, and Agumon is the partner Digimon again. But yeah, really cool. It's all the episodes. Yeah, I really liked this series when it came out. I've only seen it the one time though, so I'll have to watch it again at some point. I still got to finish season 3 and 4, watching them again, because I did get those. But yeah, Crystal hasn't seen this.
Yeah,
so,
I've only seen like the first season of Digimon, so
yeah, I'll have to maybe show her or have her watch these at some point. But yeah, really cool to have this, and I probably won't ever buy Digimon Fusion, because I watched the first couple episodes and it did seem a little more geared towards kids, but I may get it at some point because some of the voice actors in it. They didn't finish dubbing that either. It's 3 seasons of that, and they only dubbed the first 2, which is a shame, because like a bunch of the original Digidestined didn't show back up in the last season. But doesn't matter. It's whatever. Random tangent. But really cool to have this, because now I have all of Digimon, and that's off the list. So the next major like childhood anime show I'll get is probably either Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh, because I do want both of those as well. But really cool. Alright, we go into the Blu-rays now, and like I said, we have 4 of those. The last 3 are all animated again, so we're gonna start off with a Marvel movie, which I usually close the videos out with, but I kind of flip-flopped them last time. So we'll start with this one. It's actually the second Avengers, Age of Ultron. I actually saw this in theaters when it came out. I really enjoyed it a lot. I think it's probably better than the first Avengers. I gotta rewatch it again to determine if I like it more than Infinity War, though. Really, really cool, and the fact that the villain isn't like a soup. It's really complicated. I don't want to ruin it for Crystal here because she hasn't seen this, but the villain is unique in this one, I'd say. Yeah, it was the next Marvel movie I wanted to get, and there's only a couple left that I need to buy, and then Captain Marvel came out in theaters. I went and saw that. And then Endgame's out next month, so that's going to be fun. Or this month, really. Mm. So that's going to be fun. But really cool to have this. I really again, Marvel movies. I got a couple I need to watch now for sure. Then we go on to the Blu-ray box set I kept mentioning. I saw this at Best Buy quite a few times and always debated on getting it because it was super cheap. And then I realized that my family was borrowing the DVD version of this that I have, basically. So I just said screw it and bought the Blu-rays. It's what it is, and I just really want to own these on Blu-ray because it's Pokemon. It's the first 3 movies on Blu-ray. This nice little metal tin that Best Buy likes to do. I did have the 3-movie collection on DVD that I got at Target, I think. But this is obviously the first movie, 2000, and the 3rd movie on Blu-ray. I saw all 3 of these in theaters when they came out. I'm really happy to have these because, you know, Blu-ray. Like I said, I do intend to get the whole series at some point. They only have the Indigo Islands. Did I really just say Indigo Islands? I'm an idiot. What I meant was original series with Indigo Plateau. I obviously got confused because technically the first series is Indigo Plateau and the Orange Islands, but only the Indigo Plateau part, the first like 50 or so episodes, are on Blu-ray. It's dumb. I'm an idiot too, though. On Blu-ray, I don't know if they're ever going to release the rest of it, but I might just buy it on DVD, just be easier that way. These 3 movies are a big chunk of my childhood for sure.
I like each movie, but for like a different reason.
Okay.
Like it's not like, like specifically the first 3 ones, like, I can't say, oh, this one's better than this one, or this one's better than this one, because, like, I feel like I just like them all equally, just for a different reason, though.
Yeah, I really like these first 3, but for some reason the second one always stood out to me. Because
like, none of them really stand out. They're all, like, equally as good, I feel like.
Yeah, for some reason, Lugia is just, in the movie, like, it's been one of my favorite Pokemon because of that movie. I don't know.
I think the only thing I really like is, like, I remember the 3rd movie more than the first 2, for some reason. And I've seen the first 2 way more than the 3rd movie.
Yeah, I watched the first movie a lot, like...
It might just be the Entei voice.
Oh, Dan
guy.
Green, yeah.
Yeah.
Yugi, anyway. But yeah, really cool. It's all 3 movies.
It's weird how they named the movies, because it's the first movie, the movie 2000.
Because it came out
3, the movie. It's just like, it's not like...
Well, this one's basically called the first movie. This one's called 2000 because it was released in 2000.
No, it's just weird how it's there's no continuity.
I think
so
that
like
was
the first
for
movie, the second movie, the third movie.
I think that's for kids.
Oh.
Because this was called Mewtwo Strikes Back originally, right? Yeah. And then this was...
Mewtwo Strikes Back is like a...
No, that's Mewtwo Returns. It was called Mewtwo Strikes Back, and then this was The Power of One.
Yeah, I was thinking of the little...
and then this is DVD Mister of the Unknown, or whatever is the subtitle for this one.
Oh, yeah.
And I think, like, I believe those might be the Japanese title, I don't know. But even in English, when they first came out, I remember this being Mewtwo Strikes Back. In fact, I think it's called Mewtwo Strikes Back. Like, I have the VHS of all 3.
No, it's literally like when the movie starts up, it says Mewtwo Strikes Back.
Yeah, I literally have the
and
the
that
VHS
says the
tapes.
Unknown thing, because the Unknown, like, make the letters.
Yeah,
of the title.
I have the VHSs for all these, and I watched them a lot. But, yeah, I'm really... Oh, this is 4 years old now? Wow. Yeah, really, really cool.
I always thought that was weird when I was a kid. I'm like, how come it's, like, not...
But really, I'm really happy to have this because, you know, it's a part of my childhood, so it's really cool. I'll have to watch these soon. Really, really cool. And then we move on to a couple more animated movies, and a couple more that we kind of bought some of last video, actually. I hinted at this first one during the last video. I actually picked up How to Train Your Dragon 2. I found this at the same time I found the Pokemon things. Because we have the first one and the third one's in theaters still, as far as I know. But she's been wanting to watch all these. Obviously, since I haven't seen the first one, I haven't seen this one yet. But Crystal really
I don't like it that much. It's just a really good
movie. Really likes this movie.
That's a way overstatement.
But Crystal really likes this movie. She thinks it's better than the first one.
I feel like the second one has better action scenes because the first one, every time they release a How to Train Your Dragon movie, DreamWorks is, like, the technology they use gets better, so they're able to do more with the technology and more with the animation. So the first movie, it's mostly about the relationship between the main characters, like the Toothless and the dude. His name's Hiccup. That's what his
Yeah, I
name is.
forgot.
So the first movie, it focuses on their relationship more. The second movie, it focuses more on how more about the relationship with dragons and humans are. And the third one, it's kind of like, well, I don't really know that much about the third one because I haven't seen it and I don't want to like spoil myself. But anyway, the first one, it's just, I don't know. Because the second one I like because I like action scenes. I'm just an action person.
Yeah, I
But
understand that.
a lot of people who aren't action scene or action people really like the first one because of the relationship and the story. So, I don't know. And the other thing I like about these movies, the first, second, and even the third movie, is that all the children characters age in each movie. So in the first movie, he's like a little kid, like maybe 16 or something.
Oh, really?
Or 14 or something, and then he ages into like a young adult in the second movie, and then in the third movie, he has a beard. Yeah,
yeah, I saw that.
So
okay.
I really like
I didn't realize that. But yeah, really cool to have this. We'll have to watch them. Because they're kind of a big deal, apparently.
It's really good.
I don't know. It's just, I'm dumb. I'm dumb when it came to, like, I didn't watch animated movies for the longest time, so I'm horribly behind on stuff.
I didn't watch live action movies for the longest time, so I'm horribly behind.
Fair enough. But really cool to have this. Really, really cool. And then our last Blu-ray
Really cool.
completes the, well, I guess, at least for now, it's the trilogy until the fourth movie comes out. It's actually Toy Story 3. Yeah, the only one I haven't seen. And, of course, it won't be a trilogy. What is it, later this year?
Yeah, this year.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, later this year, the fourth one's coming out. Don't even get me started on the fact that I don't think that should have happened.
It is all Disney.
I know, it's all Disney.
Pixar basically has to do whatever Disney's
I know, but still,
tells them.
it just seems dumb. But it's whatever. I mean, there's some of that. The people that I've seen that are going to be in that movie are. I'll give it a chance. It's fine. But yeah, I haven't seen this one. Crystal says this is her favorite one.
Yeah. Okay.
Don't ruin anything, please.
First of all,
I mean, I know how the movie ends. I unfortunately had that ruined for me, but I don't care. I feel like the emotional impact will still be there.
First of all, yeah, you can read about the whole synopsis of this movie, but actually watching the movie itself is a completely different experience than reading a synopsis about it.
I feel like they ended the movie that way on purpose because of the age of the people that were most of the people that were watching it. Yeah.
So, like, the first couple of movies. The first movie, it kind of kick-started the whole CGI trend. Because that was like one of probably the first like CGI theatrical film. And then people were like, wow, CGI, you can actually do stuff with this. Let's make all the movies CGI now. All animated movies, most animated movies in theaters now are CGI because nobody will give traditional animation a chance anymore for theatrical releases. So that's part of the problem as to why most animated movies are CGI. Anyway, the first two movies, I really like the first one a lot. I felt like the story in the first one is really good, but it's too simple for me, I guess. Even when I was a kid, it's a very bare-bones story. And the second one, I feel like it's a bit more creative, but it's still like, oh, I saw this coming, blah, blah, blah. And I feel like the third one, it's more fleshed out as a story.
Okay.
But between, like, the first movie came out in, like, 97...
96, 95, something like that. And then
this one's like...
The second one was like, was it 2000,
it was
2001?
Like 2002 or something?
Yeah, so it took about 6 years. I didn't realize this movie came out way back in 2010. So it has been 9 years since this movie came out. I didn't really realize that.
But, for the longest time, before even Toy Story 3 came out...
It came out in 2009.
Before Toy Story 3 even came out, the second one was my favorite for the longest time. I was like, yeah, the second one's really good. And then I saw Toy Story 3, and it, like, completely tops the second movie for me.
Okay.
Not that the second movie is a worse movie, it's just the third movie is so much better than the second movie that I held so, like, high standards about for, like, the Toy Story series, I guess.
Yeah, we actually got this at the one of our used CD DVD stores. We went to another one, same business as the last one we went to, and the one that closed down that's near us, but it's a little bit further away. We went to the two in town on 2 separate months. So there will be a bunch of CDs in that collection from that. But this is the only this is the only non-CD we got there. I saw it and I'm like, well, we got the first two at the other one. Let's get this one here. And it was cheap. The one thing that I find weird about this, though, is at the top you can see 2-disc Blu-ray, DVD, and digital copy. Okay, you open this, you got disc 1 Blu-ray, disc 2 Blu-ray, the DVD, which looks way cooler than the Blu-rays, and the really weird thing is the digital copy is on disc, so it's not actually a digital copy. Or do you download it and then you can play it whenever you want? Still, why is the digital copy on a disc? Is this before they started doing the little pieces of paper for the digital copy?
No, this is after. Because movies before this had digital copy.
Before
like,
2010?
on the paper. Yeah, I swear.
I don't remember. But still, that's the first time I've ever seen that, so that's kind of weird. But yeah, really happy to have this because it's been something that I needed to get. Definitely. So really cool to have all the Toy Story movies for now, at least. But that is it for part 1 of the collection update for March of 2019. The next part, as I've hinted at and straight up said many times already, is going to be CDs, and it's going to be a long one, and Crystal won't be here. I'll see you next video. Crystal will see you 2 videos from now. Bye-bye.